apparently we're supposed to celebrate the fact that someone who has made billions upon billions upon billions of dollars over the course of this pandemic, who built an empire based upon essentially skirting sales tax for an extended period of time, as Amazon did. We're supposed to celebrate the fact that this guy has so much money that he decided to just, almost like a hobby, to go to space. And somehow we're supposed to celebrate this, as opposed to the idea that, hey, maybe someone shouldn't have that much money. Here's Jen Psaki in the White House press room. You know, I'm not saying I expected them to denounce Jeff Bezos for having this much money that he can go just take a joyride into space. But this is, this I don't appreciate.
This is a moment of American exceptionalism. That's how we see it. It will be the ingenuity of all of our commercial partners to help us continue advancing to the next stage of our nation's space exploration. And investments in space create jobs, can improve life here on Earth through climate monitoring and medical advancements, just to name a few.
First off, I don't know how it is an example of American exceptionalism. Isn't the guy from Virgin Airlines, he's sending one into space as well? He's British. And we've seen the Chinese and the Russians and the French, just off the top of my head, send people into space. And to the extent that it is exceptional, maybe it's exceptionally bad that we have someone who has so many billions of dollars that they literally, I mean, didn't he say years ago, like, I don't know what to do with all my money. Maybe I got to go to Mars. And it is, I don't know. This goes up there in the annals with George Bush's response to a woman who says she's working 3 jobs in a town hall. And he says, uniquely American, with pride. Here is Jeff Bezos reminding everybody. And I would also say that, like, you know, if the value of these projects is so significant in terms of what we're getting out of it, in terms of science and whatnot, and I believe there's an argument for that, then we should be, the collective we, as embodied in our government, should be doing this. Not Jeff Bezos should not determine what we get out of these things. And the way that we can afford to do it is by not making the policy choice that we're going to allow people to amass this many billions of dollars. So if we think there's value, we should tax him. Meanwhile, here's Jeff Bezos wearing his made-up uniform that he paid for.
Like the worst Armageddon sequel.
It's really unbelievable. Maybe we should do that too. Maybe we should do some Majority Report space suits.
Yeah.
But here we go.
I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this. So seriously, for every Amazon customer out there and every Amazon employee, thank you from the bottom of my heart very much. It's very appreciated.
So for every Amazon driver out there, or factory or warehouse worker who has had to pee in a bottle or has had to run around as if they were a gerbil in a gerbil maze, constantly timed under that pressure, thank you. And in some ways, you're welcome. I'm sure there was a lot of pride for a lot of those Amazon workers seeing that made-up uniform.
Yeah,
Do you think they got a break to wash it
Well, yeah, I
in the
doubt it.
warehouses?
I doubt it. They probably would get docked. We'll
Rec-
play it. But we're going to dock you the 8 minutes.
Recognition is certainly better than a raise, in my opinion.
Without a doubt. But could there be a better illustration of what is problematic about billionaires in this country than the idea of watching them like on a whim, like I want to be an astronaut, and I do it.
And not even doing like astronaut like science experiments, going up there and throwing Skittles around in zero gravity.
The idea is that, look, he is going to fulfill his agenda in going into space, not one that is best necessarily for a society. And we, and this is an extension of what we saw with the Gates Foundation in literally derailing education in this country for decades. And I say that by their own admission in their own Rand report. Jeff Bezos deserves the Vic Berger treatment, as far as I'm concerned. And Vic Berger, master filmmaker, has provided. Here is an instant classic from Vic Berger, an edit of the Bezos brothers, trying to be relatable after their space travel.
Actually, right in the middle of the most intense 5G section, they asked me how I was doing, and I was like, I'm doing okay. So, it was pretty intense. I was like, I'm doing okay.
So you're just looking out, and that was probably the most profound thing, was looking at the Earth's atmosphere and seeing how teensy it is. Did you know? Did you feel that? It's life-sustaining and teensy. You look at this thing and you see how small you are. You see that the world is big. You see the atmosphere is small and teensy. This world is full of not enough unifiers and too many vilifiers. And when you get up there, you see that we are one world. This is one planet. We should have a lot of unifiers.
There's Jeff Bezos realizing how tiny the planet is, and how big his money is in some respects. It's almost like his opening statement, his opening announcement that he's going to be king of the world. Folks, there's more of what you've just saw where that came from. That's if you hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you. Really, thank you.